No, we're good.
Okay, everybody, we're going to start our ceremony. First, I would like to do a moment of silence because today is Memorial Day in the memory of all of our veterans and military members who have served us. So if you please join me in this moment of silence. Now, before we start the ceremony, I want to read a small poem that it had touched my heart when I read it. I don't know who wrote it, but it's beautiful, and I would like to start with that. To all of our military members and veterans, these things I do not know. The sound of a bullet, the power of a glass, the blood of a comrade, the death of your wound, the terror of midnight, the dread at dawn, your fear or your pain. The things I know, the sound of your honor, the power of your courage, the blood of your wound, the death of your strength, the terror that blinds you, the threat that remains, your dignity and your valor. For these things we pray, the sound of your laughter, the power of your voice, the blood of your yearning, the depth of your healings, the joy that frees you, the hope that remains, your wholeness and your love. Now we're going to start with ceremony. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olga Ferrer, and I thank you all for coming out this Memorial Day 2014 to support the annual A Black Rose ceremony. A Black Rose was created to be the bridge of hope for traumatized service members around the world who are becoming victims of the alarming, expanding list of the forgotten, fallen, the invisibles, and the silent ones. I am appreciative and honored for standing behind my cause and opening a hidden door, releasing what was secretly stored inside. Sadly, this year the number of our roses have doubled to 500. Although women make up 47% of military sexual trauma and sexual assault victims, there are underreported assaults of military men that are much more prevalent than people could ever imagine. Today, of the 26,000 report of unwanted sexual contact, 13,900 victims were men. Yes, male veterans reporting MST has superseded women by 100 to 1 ratio. In turn, every 3 hours, a military service member is sexually traumatized by one of their own who swore to same oath to protect their brother and sister in arms. This towering amount is non-inclusive of the successful suicide, gang, repeated and unreported victims. Only 2.57% of the offenders are ever charged or convicted by their peers. Many are often ranked and in command. They remain the very culprits, allowed to get away with their insidious transgressions from the beginning of their military careers 10, 20, 30 years beforehand. Military sexual trauma ends up being relived over and over, resulting in years of untreated left to destroy people's sense of self. Many suffer from depression, anxiety, panic attacks, sleep problems, chronic pain, and other emotional and physical conditions, lasting through a lifetime. Although many leave the military alive, there are some who wish they didn't and don't. In 2014, post-traumatic stress disorder and suicide rates continue to remain high among survivors of military sexual abuse. With God's grace, we at the Black Role will continue to serve and inform all in need of our assistance and communities as well. Acknowledgement to all of our veterans and military members' sacrifices, and may we stand grateful for all that was given in honor of our country, this United States of America. We will not be silent, and we will be invisible no more. At this time in our memorial service, we will lay the roses for each military member and veteran that had the courage to come forward in their stories. Diana, Joanna, Dorothy, Robin, Lori, Alma, Jenny, Judy, Courtney, Delma, Robileen, Heather Ann, Julie, Mallory, Julie Linder, Dee Wright Downs, Mary Lou Hanson, Lisa Willie Groove, Ruth Bates, Andrew Carpenter, Demisha Rogers, Henry G. Sanders, Patricia, Marianne Parker, Rebecca Caliendo, Michelle Swanson, Jenny McLean, Terry Corpy, Penelope McLean, Colleen, Lula Gale, Amanda Cummings, Rosa Aldez Daughter, Tandy Frink, Megan Laurie, Andrea Warren, B. Cross Coast, Debbie Russoli, Tiffany, Karina, Mike Fortune, Terry Souder, Rod Erin, Tammy, Nanette, Elizabeth Thomas, Teresa Washington, Carrie, Angela Aman, Caroline, Michelle, Terrence, Brenda, Pamela, Terry Souder, Sharon Rubino, Sharon O'Connor, Maria Wood, Nancy Cohen, Steve Burns, Sherry